All right, quick video here regarding two different subjects. First and foremost, Chelsea Clinton is to receive a Lifetime Impact Award. You know, it's really funny because people like Trevor Noah on The Daily Show, and that guy is just not funny, okay? Jon Stewart, I mean, I understood what he was doing. He was playing the I'm a comedian card, therefore I can say what I want and not have to get in an argument. Like, he can say something outrageous, and then when he gets questioned upon it, he would just say, well, I'm a comedian, I can do what I want. But at the same time, he can argue policy, and he always has that kind of defense if need be. But he was actually funny. He had some funny skits. Likewise, Stephen Colbert, he had some funny skits. Trevor Noah, I just don't see anything funny about him. It's almost as if he's trying so hard that it comes off as desperate. But anyways, he is mocking Ivanka Trump. He is making fun of Ivanka Trump, but there is no denigration on Chelsea Clinton. What exactly has Chelsea Clinton done that deserves an impact award for a life achievement and Ivanka Trump hasn't? Ivanka Trump has a charity. Ivanka Trump has donated millions to charities. She has set up funds for women's rights. She has led women's rights organizations. Chelsea Clinton, the only thing she has done is be the child of Bill and Hillary, and therefore, by default, she should be awarded achievements. It's truly disgusting. I'm not just mocking it, I'm really disgusted by it that they can attack someone like Ivanka Trump, who is not like her father at all. So if you hate Donald Trump so bad, you should at least be able to look at her, Ivanka, and Trump and compare the difference, be able to differentiate between the two. And you will see that she is nowhere near like Trump is. You know, it's sad, but that's how it is nowadays. So Chelsea Clinton is being awarded a lifetime achievement award for some reason that nobody can know. And in contrast, Ivanka Trump is getting her clothing lines dumped. She is getting mocked and ridiculed by people in the media. She's being made fun of, attacked, and demeaned by people like Trevor Noah, who try to be funny, but it comes off as desperate. And it's truly sad about it. It really is sad. But the other topic I want to go over quickly is that Seattle files a lawsuit over Sanctuary City's funding threat. They say that Donald Trump is threatening them by removing block grants from their state over the Sanctuary City. It is unconstitutional, and they are citing the 10th Amendment. I kid you not. This is really funny because what is the 10th Amendment? The 10th Amendment distinguishes between basically states' rights and federal rights. It's truly ironic that all of a sudden now they care about states' rights. They don't care about states' rights when it comes to healthcare, when it comes to the EPA, when it comes to education, when it comes to energy, when it comes to massive amounts of government regulations, when it comes to taxes, all this stuff. They don't care about states' rights then. But over this specific detail, over this specific policy, then all of a sudden they care about states' rights. It's really funny, and it's sad about it too, though, is because the federal courts, which are stacked by progressives due to Harry Reid and Obama using nuclear option, they will probably rule in favor of Seattle, just because they hate Trump so much. San Francisco, they have a policy that is against the federal policy that whenever an illegal immigrant is arrested, they are supposed to inform ICE. ICE is the Immigration of Control and Enforcement Agency. They are supposed to inform ICE, and then ICE decides whether to deport them, whether to let them stay, whether to do this and that. Well, San Francisco, they don't do that. They only do that for the most serious offenses. They inform ICE about it. Does anyone remember Kate Steinle? Remember her killer who had like 5 felonies and who was deported and kept coming back? Nobody cares about her. People care about sanctuary cities because they think it offends those poor immigrants who come here illegally, but they come here for altruistic reasons, that they want to help their families, they want to help themselves and create a better future. But yet, they're completely ignorant to those who have been attacked, who have been victims of illegal immigrants, such as the case of Kate Steinle. You know, I find it kind of irritating that progressives and progressive states care more about the rights of people who are not supposed to be in this country as compared to people who are in this country. We always hear about the poor illegal immigrant child whose parents are getting sent over, that poor kid who's going to grow up in such a hard life. Well, we don't hear about the victims of illegal immigrants whose children were killed and the father and mother has to grow up without a child. Which one do you think is worse? This double standard, it's completely obvious to everybody. And come midterms and come the next election, this will only help substantiate the majority of Republicans and Trump. Because people see this double standard. And the more Democrats continue to block Donald Trump and his policies, the more pissed off Americans are going to become. And the more they will take out their anger in the polling. It's gonna happen. But Seattle files the first lawsuit against Trump. You know, the Hawaiian judge basically denied Trump's second immigration order because they based it off of Trump's rhetoric in the campaign. A judge is not supposed to base their ruling off of rhetoric. They're supposed to base it off precedent and pre-existing law. Senator Kamala Harris from California, obviously, she won't vote yes for Neil Gorsuch because he follows legalisms. Her words, not mine. That is, he follows the law and not emotion. He bases his decisions on precedent and pre-existing laws and not emotion. I kid you not. There are senators that believe this. There are mayors that want to support sanctuary cities just because they don't like Trump. There are federal judges who are legislating from the bench just because they despise Trump. People call Trump a fascist, but if we really want to compare fascism, we have to look at the judges that are using this progressive ideology, using their disdain for Trump. So they're legislating from the bench. The real danger of power is not Trump. It is those who are opposing Trump. Not because Trump is doing something that is transgressing internet or constitutional law, but doing something because they don't like him. That is the real threat. That is the real threat to security of America. But Sanctuary City block the grants. We don't have to give the states block grants. We don't have to. And if they keep on neglecting to inform ICE when they arrest an illegal immigrant, then they shouldn't get any laws. If they don't uphold federal laws, then they shouldn't, or sorry about that earlier, then they shouldn't get any money. They shouldn't get any grants. If they don't uphold federal laws, then no, don't give them shit for money. They don't deserve any money. They don't deserve any grants at all. Federal law supersedes state law, and immigration is part of federal law. It's in the statutes. It's that simple. But when it comes to Trump, nothing is simple in their eyes. So yeah, that's about it. Chelsea Clinton getting a Lifetime Achievement Award. Ivanka Trump isn't, just because of her father. Seattle files a lawsuit against Trump because they threatened to refrain from giving out block grants to cities that do not abide by constitutional law, by federal law. And they're mad about that. I don't know why, but... And I'm done.